Slamming into a wall. Let me get up my other screen here real quick. And of course I did the wrong thing, because that's what I do. Click there, there we are. Stream manager, we're good. Okay, everything is good. Alright, let's check map. Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is From the Gnome. We are playing Everquest Legends in the pre-order beta. If you've headed over to everquestlegends.com and purchased the game for $19.99, you can get into the pre-order beta right now. And it will go through towards the end of July, when it will go down and the live servers will come up. As long with your $19.99 pre-order purchase, you can lock in your character name so nobody can take it, because you know that's a thing. For some reason, people like to take names. I am on my level 40 Dark Elf Wizard Paladin Monk, and we are headed to Freeport to buy Paladin spells. Then we're going to head over to Solisec B, otherwise known as Nagafen's Lair, and do some camping there. Kill a bunch of stuff, see if we can get some cool gear. See how far we get today on that. Trying to get to 50. You know, and have some fun, do some raiding and stuff like that. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, just like the gnome just told you right there. If you're over on Twitch, hit the follow or the subscribe. Totally up to you if you want to spend money or not. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free per month. So if you want to do that, hey, more power to you. I will be most gracious of that. So, he does not hate me. He's dubious to me, but he doesn't hate me. So that's a nice thing. It's good coffee. Just straight black. I don't get into doing creamers and stuff like that. Let me change them. I haven't done a guild name yet. Did it allow it? Nope, it didn't like that name. You're unable to create a guild with that name. Well, ain't that special? I don't know why, but, you know, whatever. I thought I'd try. Oops, that's not the right button. That's the right button. It's F. Not Control F. We will need to find the Paladin Spells vendor. It's going to be this way. I'm not good with the old Freeport, which is what this actually is. It's the old original Freeport. I'm not good with getting around in it. I'm very much used to the new one, which I'll be the first to admit I hate the new one. But I spent so many years on the new one that that's the only one I know. So I have to use the find feature to find anything in the old Freeport. We just run upstairs here. We'll find this lovely lady selling Paladin spells, and you'll note that she hates me. She's like, go away, you suck, I don't like you at all. And then I'm going to use sneak, and hopefully I'll be successful at it. And now she's like, no, you still suck. And I'm like, what? Because I thought I just snuck. I did. No, I am sneaking. Hold on, I'm sneaking, and she didn't like me. Oh, you got to get behind her. Duh, forgot about that. I could have sworn the other day when I did this, I didn't have to be behind her when I snuck. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Let me fix my inventory here before I start messing with this. One second. Yeah, I thought I was going to sneeze. Yep, I sneezed. All right. Holy moly, that was powerful. Let's put in a spell so we can filter out all the junk, sort it, and then we'll buy. We are level 40, so, you know, we might just buy all of our spells and be done with it. It's probably what we're going to do. We're just going to buy all of our spells. I don't like just buying all the spells. Let me explain. In Everquest Legends, you can scribe the spell before you're high enough level to memorize the spell. It's a nice feature they have. The problem that I have with it is, you know, my memory's not great anymore as I get older. And as I level up, I then don't know what new spells I got. So the only way I can tell whenever I level up is to literally right-click one of my spell gems and see what is available. Is it lagged? What's going on there? The last one I got was Valor. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why is this one not buying? I got tons of money. Surely I've got money. I've got tons of money. Let me try buying again. Okay, it just lagged. Something didn't work there. Anyway, so I never know what new spell I've gotten. It's another reason why in the Everquest Live servers, I don't like the auto-granted AAs. Don't get me wrong. I always took advantage of the auto-granted AAs because it's a major, major help to do that. But what I hated about it was the fact that every time I leveled, I didn't really know if I got a new AA. I had no idea what my new AAs were. Not a problem, again, for somebody who has perfect memory and has played the game. Well, I've played the game almost 3 decades, but somebody who's played the game and they're like min-maxer and they've got identical memory and they know exactly this happens at this time and so on and so forth. I'm not that person. So then as I would level and I'd automatically get these AAs granted to me, I didn't know that I had them, didn't know what the purpose was for them because I wasn't using them and so forth, and I was just a really bad player. You know, it is what it is. Well, same thing with the spells. If I don't see it telling me that you just gained X, Y, and Z, then I don't know that I just gained X, Y, and Z so I can update my spell sets. So it's something I would like to see in the as a quality of life thing for the game would be to have it to where that when you level, you can have a window that shows you these are the spells that you earned this level. You know, if you've got them scribed or not. Tell you these are the spells, so you can go, oh, I have a new heal, I need to update that and so forth. That, to me, that would be beneficial. Now I can see where people probably you know, wouldn't have thought of doing that because the people that design this game, God bless them, they're amazing at what they do, but they're hardcore EverQuest people. They have been hardcore min-maxers for a long time. So to them, you know, knowing what you get at what level and what you should be using is a no-brainer. But I think it's a good quality of life feature for those that aren't. You see what I'm saying? For the 5%ers, not an issue. For everybody else, kind of an issue. Kind of an issue. It can kind of be an issue. But before we start making changes to our main, I always just go ahead and resave my main set to make sure that if I made changes here, they're saved. Let's go ahead and see if we got a new heal. Oh, we've got greater healing, so we use, but Wave of Life, what is that? This is a group one. Emanates a Wave of Life from caster 219. Okay, but our greater is 350. We're keeping that at 350. We're not going to take the group version. Bonds of Force we will obviously keep. Invisibility versus Undead I've been using. That's my utility slot right there. I use that in, oh, my brain's failing me, in Lower Guck. Because there's so many undead, I keep that up so I can pop Invis versus Undead on myself and move around and then lull things that I need to lull, which here's Soothe. Let's see if we got a new version of Calm. We did not, so we'll just keep the one we have. Our Root, I never actually use it, but eventually probably will. It's still in still, it's not a big deal. Cease 3 should be the same. I'll see if we got anything new. Stun, we just have Stun. Titian's Clash may actually be more beneficial. That'll go up to level 55, which will cover everything, I think, for the initial release of Everquest Legends. This one goes up to 55 as well. Mana is 29. This is 62. Does it have resist on it? Resist magic negative 45. Resist magic doesn't say. Oh, that's because I have it at stun 3 is why. Reuse time's 12 seconds. This one is 18 seconds. What is the benefit of Titian's Clash over stun? I'm not seeing it so far. Huh. No. Other than the fact that it says stunning them. Oh, causing 50 damage in this. Okay, we're going with ordinary stun. Energy Storm is our AoE that we keep leveled, that we keep memorized. We have, oh god, those are so low level. Why do I? Because I haven't updated my wizard spells yet. Oh, that's why. Thunderclap. We'll put Thunderclap on there, and we will go get some of our wizard spells. Inferno Shock. Let's see if we got anything better. Why did I do that? I literally just put that back. We haven't gone to the wizard place yet. Okay, so I don't think I think we've had one change in that. We'll go ahead and do a save on that. Let's bring up our permanents. I don't think we're going to have anything new for the permanents. I have noticed this has started staying. For a little while, Elemental Shield permanent, when I would log in the next day, would be gone. And I didn't know why. But all of a sudden it started staying, so maybe that's something that they fixed. I don't know. Maybe it was just affecting me. That's a possibility. You know, it could be anything. Statistic buffs. Ooh, we're up to Yelp too. Have we gotten that yet? I don't know. I don't know. And our beneficials, that's the same one we've always had. Let's, oh, hold on. I saw something there. I did not see it first. What was that? Divine Purpose. That is a permanent. It surrounds you with a divine purpose, regenerating your hit points while slowly draining your mana. I have trouble with mana in the first place. So, no, I don't think we're going to use that conversion. That is a permanent. Surrounds you in a cloud of stirring steam that damages anything that strikes you, as well as allowing you the benefit of levitation. Ooh, no. I'm sorry, folks. I am not a levitate person. Levitate really annoys me, just being honest. It, yeah. I don't like floating off the ground. In EverQuest, it's always been a thing that I could not stand. So we'll go ahead and get Yelp 2 in there. We will save that as permanents. I mean, it's interesting. The damage shield is interesting, but the levitation part of it is that, nope. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna happen. All right, so let's switch over to our buffs and we'll get those changed up because we definitely had updates on our buffs since the last time we were here. So courage is now going to be daring. Hold on. Where's courage? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I had courage on there? That was level 8. Holy crap. All right, now we've got daring. Spirit armor, I think there was an upgrade to that. Absolutely. Guard. And I don't think the symbol was updated, but we will check. Oh, we do need divine vigor as well, but here's our symbol. Symbol Rotan that's the one we had on there before. And then we've got divine vigor. Fills your target with divine vigor, increasing their hit points for 50 minutes. Okay, we will take all of those buffs and we will save those on our buff set. We're good. Where's our AAs at? We're at 3 AAs. I am saving up for something. It's called Quick Buff. I need 5 AAs for this. With Quick Buff, all the buffs you have loaded up over here, you hit the button and let me see, is it a button? Yeah, refresh time is 10 minutes. You hit the button, it does all of them. Bam! Quick Buff. Yes, that's an awesome feature. Let's go ahead and go back to main. We'll go check our wizards and see if we can get our wizard spells. That'll be awesome. Okay, when is that? I need to check that. Got a appointment reminder. Of course, the PC is going to run slowly because it can. There we are. Okay, all right, so I'm good. That's Wednesday. We're good. Let's run back to South Freeport, and we will head to the Wizards Tower to go buy some wizard spells. I'm, like I said, not good at this, so we need to use this. Okay, West Freeport's where it takes us. Do what he says. Please, do what he says. Alright, wizard spells. It says it can't get there. That's fun. Let's check the map. Map should show us. Okay, it's over this way. God, my nose give me trouble. I hate my sinuses. I hate them. Sinuses are the worst thing ever invented. I'm sure there's a big reason for it, so, you know, God would slap me. I'm not saying that they're the worst thing invented. He'd probably be like, yeah, well, if they didn't exist, then this wouldn't happen. I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm just a stupid human. Don't hurt me. Let's go right here. In here. Why is nothing working today? The U button is not working now. We need a wizard spell vendor. Enchanter, stuff, magician, blah blah blah. Nope, wizard supplies, not a wizard. Spell vendor. Where am I missing the wizard spell vendor? Is it upstairs? Magicians. Lots of magicians. People. I understand that y'all have lots of important stuff, but I need wizard important stuff. Why am I not finding wizard? Okay, freaking, we're in this area. It's got to let us find it now. Let's click on it. There we are. We get the thing that's saying to go this way. Oh, because of course the wizards have to be on the top floor because, you know, they're wizards. All right, one of these, any one of these will do. We'll just click on this one. And of course it's the thing where she's like, I don't like you, you suck. So I'll get behind her in a sneak and she's like, oh fine, I'll sell to you, why not? Oh yeah, it's okay. We are okay with you now. I just couldn't look at your face because that made me just horrified. So, you know, now that you're not in front of me, it's okay. I'll sell you stuff. Just don't step in front of me. Don't let me see you. If I see you, we're not friends. I'm not selling you anything at all. You can go to hell. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go straight to jail. Ugly, nasty person. She's such a judgmental person. So mean. Tons and tons of spells. Tons and tons of spells. We have been missing a lot of spells here. A lot. Don't worry about the money. We got crap tons of money. Money comes pretty freaking easy in this game. Was Immobilized the last one I got? I don't think it was. Small price to pay for winning Fashion Quest, right? Right? That's what I'm saying. Dark Elf for the win. Oh my god, there's so many spells. So many spells. We're not buying all these spells. We'll come back for that. That's just insane amount of spells. After this, we'll have to go buy all of our monk spells. I got oceanfront property to sell you in Arizona, if you believe that too. I got all the monk spells. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Now we click something on the map and it's going to stay there. Oh yeah, it's going to stay there. Can I get rid of it? Can I clear it? Nope, you can't clear that shit. That's fun. Okay, that's going to stay until we zone. All right, so let's look at our Thunderclap again. We'll see what we can find for our AoE stuff. Doesn't look like a whole lot. Now we do have Force Spiral of Alkabars, targeted AE. 167 ain't a whole lot. Thunderclap is a lot more. The casting time is 3.15 seconds as opposed to 5 seconds for that. No. Thunderclap beats that for right now. Lava Storm, okay. Lava Storm, now that's a good one. That's probably what we're going with. That's what we're going with. All right, Lava Storm it is. Let's check our direct damage. One, we have Eye Shock. God, that's a long cast. 4 seconds. Massive amount of damage though. Then we have Inferno Shock that we've been using. Lightning Shock, another 4-seconder with a lot of damage. I think you know, a lot of things are you're able to hit it with magic, whereas cold, it's, you know, it's still good. I wonder, that's 3.84 seconds. Now we can bring that down a little bit. Mana is 144. What is this one here? Mana is 162. Again, we can bring it down a little bit with our motes. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Lightning shock or ice shock? Lightning shock or ice shock? I'm leaning towards ice shock. Ice shock or lightning shock? Tell me in the comments right now. Go. Boop, 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 boop. Today, folks, today. Bing, I say ice shock. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. I'm going to go with ice shock. I suppose if I paid all of my viewers, like a lot of these streamers, I would get answers. I'm still using lightning shock at 48. Versifier is on the ball. Go Versifier. I saw something today that Asmund Gold was talking about, and it vindicated what I've been saying all along. It wasn't about him, it was about somebody else. But he was talking about how, and he was showing proof. He was showing proof. This other person out there in the streaming sphere who has tons of viewers. I've been saying for years that these people pay. They've got to be paying. It's the only way this makes sense, is they've got to be paying, because I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and you know, I know I'm not the most beautiful person in the world, but I'm not the ugliest person either, and it's like just not going anywhere. And I'm like, how are these other people just getting insane numbers and all? And I've always said there's something up. Something up. Well, Asmund Gold actually showed proof on a video that I saw just today about this other guy who's a apparently a big person in the streaming thing. And guess what? This person has his own app extensions you put on your browser, and you literally go to the extension and it takes you to videos that you need to watch, and TikToks you need to comment on, and X posts that you need to repost and post on, all these things, and it keeps track of it, and you get these credits, and when you get enough credits, they figure out how much they're going to pay you. That's what I've been saying all along. It's abnormal for these people to have millions of viewers. It's abnormal to see them on their stream and the chat just going boom. It's fake. I knew it all along. I knew it was fake. And guess what? It's in the terms of agreement with every one of these services that you are not supposed to do that. Period. That is against their rules. But guess what? The people making millions of dollars, they're doing it. They're doing it. I've been saying it for years, and I'm vindicated. I'm finally vindicated. Yes, they are. They're cheating. They've always cheated. I've said this world's full of cheaters. That's all it is. Bunches of cheaters. And I am vindicated on it. I'm finally vindicated on it. Thank you very much. I do not cheat, and therefore I do not have millions of viewers. And you know what? Proud of it. I'm glad to be a person with integrity. That's all I'm going to say on that. I'd rather never get paid by YouTube and stuff and have integrity than to have zero integrity. Why is the U button no longer working? That used to work, and it no longer works. I don't get that, and it's irritating me. Anyway, I'm an integrity-based human being. I believe 100% in doing the right thing. I've always been that way. I would rather be poor and not have but a few good followers like Versifier up there, and never make it as a streamer, than to have sold my soul to the devil by cheating the system so that I can have millions of fake little bots going in the chat nonstop. Screw that. I'll take my integrity all day long, every day. I will take my integrity. Thank you very much. They don't even say stuff that makes any sense at all in those chats when you watch it. It's just non-stop crap going on. And it's like anybody that watches that knows that's fake. They know it. There's no way they don't know it. You know why the big streaming companies don't care? Because they're getting paid by the advertisers. for millions of people, fake people, sitting there watching those advertisements, and they don't care. They couldn't care less that the advertisers aren't actually getting what they're paying for. They don't care because they're getting paid. That's all that matters. But to show the advertisers that they do care, then they take it out on the smaller streamers and hold them to the regulations and everything, so they can say to the advertisers, well, we don't allow that. So you can see we took these people out. But they don't want to take out those ones that have millions of subscribers, because those are the ones that making them money. It's not the only place that you see that, folks. You see it everywhere. The whole world is full of corruption. The whole world by design is corruption. It's sad, but it's true. Coffee is done. We're done with coffee. It's gone. Let's grab us a couple of throat lozenges, since God saw fit to give me sinus issues year-round my whole life. We have to freaking suck on throat lozenge at all times, so that I don't sit here and clear my throat nonstop on my videos. Before we go too long, let's go ahead and get all of our buffs up. Did we get our permanents? There was 4 permanents, right? We'll check again. It looks like there was more than 4. There's 5. What am I not having here? Well, first off, Yelp needs to get changed to Yelp too. Oh, there's 5 up. No, that's not a permanent. What am I missing? That one's up there. That one's going to be changed, but its older version is up there. This one, resistant skin, is not up there. That's a permanent. Why is it gone? It's up there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 permanents, 5 permanents. Now we're going to update our Yelp with Yelp 2, so we can get that taken care of. They're all there. When I log out and log back in, they all should be there. There should be no reason for them not to be there. Something's going on. There is a bug there somewhere. I just can't put my finger on it. Wow, Fizzle City. Fizzle City. Fizzle City. We cannot cast our our guard. Holy crap, that was bad. Symbol of Realton gave us a few fizzles as well. Let's get our Divine Vigor going. Hey, that one didn't do any fizzles. Alright, we're up to 3,112 hit points. We're kicking butt. Let's go to main spell set, and then we'll head over to Nagafen's Lair, also known as Soul B. Oh yes, it's way over there. I remember that now. I generally remember it's just this is a slightly different from the live version of the map. But a general idea of where it was at. I love spamming my journeyman boots, my J boots. I refer to them as speedy boots. You can head over to Najena's lair. Najena. Go fight Drexla or Relza. I can't remember how you say her name. And she can drop the journeyman boots. Then I took the journeyman boots after well, I think it would start out at the level where you could take the click out of it. Augment out of it. And I put it into my traveling greaves. So, and I got rid of my journeyman boots. Didn't need them. Once I did that, got the Aug out, didn't need the journeyman boots. Just put them in my traveling, which actually had really good stats. I don't need to go this way. Why is it trying to take me all the way this way? Oh, maybe I do. There seems to be a crater there. Let's go around it. And the entrance is right over here. There we are. We got a grand total of... Where's my who command? Why does it feel like things are different today? Alright, there we are. We got 4 people in here. We're not going to fight them. We're just not going to. Let's click on this. Let's go to create instance. Let's put this at awakening 1. We want respawning in solo. Let's create it and hit yes. We'll get our own private instance here to play in so we can have the royals all to ourselves. My plan is coming together. If you enjoy a really craziness, do what the gnome says. Hit the subscribe button. Yes, I'm going to tell you that every 5 minutes. I'm going to do it. You know why? You know why? Because I watch all these other people that are cheating. It pisses me off that they have millions of subscribers and I don't cheat and I don't. So yes, I'm going to keep telling you. So just deal with it. Let's see here. Now these will run, so we're going to use snare from our wizard line, which just got resisted. There we are. And you see it's a targeted AE, so like that one there, he had it as well because I casted it. God, I love the wizard. The wizard, adding the wizard to a loadout does so much. It is really nice. And we can do things like this. Oh, why is that Inferno Shock? I changed that. Did I not save that? Yeah, I still got... Hold on. Hold on. Did I not save? Lava Storm. Ice Shock. Save as main. There we are. First thing we want to do is we're going to go this way because we want to kill this guy over here that has a big staff that has a proc on it. And I want to keep leveling up that staff so I can take that proc off, and I'm going to try to put it on the mace that I have here, the hammer. Got them all. Let's use this. It's going to take forever for it to cast. But let's use Lava Storm. I knew it was going to get interrupted because it's such a long cast. I just want to use it for the hell of it. Boom! I want to try that with Empowering and Evasive when it comes back up. Alright, here we are. Oh, that did some damage. That did some damage. Holy crap, that was nice. Okay, let's go back to where we were though. Yeah, we're at 3. I was just wondering. Alright, he would be staying here, so we pulled his placeholder just now, basically, is what that was. Now we'll make our way around to the Royals camp, otherwise known as KPC on some servers. King Priest Champion. It's interesting how on different servers back in the day, the camps just generically came, you know, how their naming came about. So if you grew up on one server as opposed to another, then later on you're playing on TLP and you're playing with people from other servers, you start referring to the same camps in different names. They're like, what? No, it's always been called KPC. They're like, no, it's always been called Royals. And it's like, no, dude, it's always been blah, 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 blah. It's just interesting how that works out. One of the things that I found interesting was, what is that in Knark? Corner's Castle, I believe it is. It has the entrance where you can go right or you can go left. And depending on what server you played on back in the day, it would determine which way was the natural way you were supposed to go in and come out. Now, on the Vizel server that I played on, you always went right. So you entered right, you exited right. So that would end up being going in right, going out left. Right. You always take a right, is my point. And that was always natural. Never thought too, shits about it. It's just that's how it is. Got on a TLP and some people were complaining, why are you going to the right? You're supposed to go left. It's like, no, it's always been right. Always, no, you're supposed to be left. And the other people, no, it's always been right. Get these huge arguments, and you come to find out it's just differences in different servers and what people grew up with. And to this day, I always go right. And those of you going left, you're wrong. Vizel was my primary server back in the day. Isn't that awesome? I don't know why I chose Vizel. I just looked at the names and I was like, Vizel, that sounds cool. I played on Vizel. That was over with, let's see, our big one was, oh my god, my brain's gone dead. I'm trying to think of who the big raiding guild was. I can't recall, but I know that Techno Destructo was in it. Oh, Sharon Kadarn, that was one of them. Yeah, from Europe. Absolutely. With the big, huge mega guild. I remember Techno Destructo was in it, and he was the first monk to solo Lord Nagafen on any server. The very first monk to ever do it. Did it with a shitload of potions, basically. He was buffed to hell and back with a shaman before he went into the fight. But he was the first anywhere to solo Lord Nagafen without, cheating, hacks, or whatever. We always had an interesting community on Vizel. I remember the short bus. That was always funny. Oh, we had some interesting people. My brain is totally just screwing me today. It's like I can't remember anything. Usually I can remember all this like the back of my hand. But today, nothing. Nada. At one point I was in a big raiding guild. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Today my brain is just fog. I got nothing. I'm sorry, folks. That's what happens when you get older. Triality! Yeah, Triality. That was it. That was the... Yeah. I had a... I ran a guild there at one point. And again, fog. But, one of my big officers ended up going to Triality at a certain point. So he wanted to do the hardcore raiding. And that was cool. I was happy for him. We were a Lobby raiding guild. Always rooted for Triality. Do you remember the guy on there that had such a bad reputation? And at one point, I remember he got banned or suspension. I don't remember what it was, for like collecting everything up in plane of innovation and training it around the circle. I can't remember who that was. God, I can't remember his name. But he had a raid guild back in the day before that, and I was in that one at one point. We were doing hardcore raiding. A lot of us over time met up on various TLP servers. It was funny how people that were your enemies were your friends on TLPs and vice versa, depending on who you ended up hanging out with. Oh, we dinged 41 there at some point. I wasn't paying attention. I'll go ahead and do some soothing here. Don't think the priest... Nope. Priest is not up, and the king is not up. Targon's up, but, you know, who cares about Targon, honestly. We don't have epics on the server. Not going to be here. The server is going to reset, so no reason to worry about Targon. We're just one king, champion, and priest. That's all we're after here at this camp. And, of course, the noble, I think's his name. We'll be going back to him over and over because we want to get that staff with the proc on it. Just because I want the proc off of it, that's all. Well, after I get it the first time, I'll find out if it'll work on my mace, my hammer. If it won't, then I don't worry about it. Yeah, it's a great thing about the wizard. Or, obviously, the druid. If you're looking for a third class to throw in that can give you utility, porting, and a high DPS, those two are great options for anybody that has builds that don't have snares and or roots, but mainly snares, because you know how important snares are in this game. Therefore, the targeted AE snare on the wizard and the obvious snare on the druid is a huge boon to any loadout that doesn't have any form of snare. Whoops. Alright, I want to switch this to this one and do one nuke before I use... Oh man, I may not be able to get it off before I use my lay on hands. Ah, darn it. Try one more time. They're pushing me. Yeah, they're pushing me. It's going to make it pretty much impossible to do, but I was hoping to be able to do a big AoE nuke on them. Can I get it? Can I get it? Nope, you sorry SOBs. Let's try again. Didn't do as much as I was hoping it would do. Let's get rid of Targon here. He's probably doing a lot of damage to us. We'll go back to this particular build. It's our attack build because we have mend up. Oh, we did not get the mend I was hoping to get, but we got a little bit. And we got an ice shock proc off of our spell blade, so that was very nice. Come on, finish him. Thank you. Alright, we don't need this item. Let's make sure there's 0 stats. Well, there's strength. Who cares? We'll get rid of that item. It's not needed. We got a little bit of mana left. I'm going to go to my heal me stance and get a couple heals off. Then we'll go back and try to do evasive and some mana recovery while we finish this fight out. Alright, so let's go to... Oh, I'm already in evasive. Alright, good. We'll go to recovery. Oh, that's all we had is one mob left? Well, that's nothing. We won that fight. Hella to the yes. Grr, bark, bark, grr, right back at you, sucker. You're dying. You're dying. You just don't know it yet, but you're already dead. Why, Greater Kobold, you look as though somebody just stepped on your grave. I'm your Huckleberry. You know what Greater Kobold said? He says, I was just fooling. And I said, I wasn't. Just noticed whatever focus I have is causing an increase in mana cost to one of the wizard spells. Probably Empower. All of these pretty much do something along that lines. They cost more, but Empower definitely does. Alright, we got them all. We'll go back down here, see if the noble has respawned. It has to, because those two respawned. And I thought I'd gotten by them, but nope. I stopped to check, and of course that gave them the opportunity to fight me. Fight me, bro! We got a third one coming in from behind. They love doing that. How you doing, cheater? Yeah. Oh, now you gotta fight through my defenses. What do you think of that? He's like, I'll pick up my cell phone. I'll call another one of these kobolds, and they'll come in behind you as well. Here we go. Doo -doo 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 -doo. Hey, Bob, come over here. We're in so-and-so room. Yeah, we're fighting this Dark Elf. You can come up behind him and hit him. That'd be great. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. That's how they do. It's the kobold cell phone network. He's got haste on, too, because he's a shaman. Or not haste, I mean so he was ready to run at lightning speed away from me and tell everybody in the zone that they need to come kill a Dark Elf. Alright, let's go see if Noble is up now. He is not. It's unfortunate, but we'll be okay. Mend is up though, and that did not give me the mend I was hoping for. Where's our AAs? We're at 3. We're going to end up having to use lay of hands here, I'm sure. We're just going to wait as long as possible before we use it. Crack sound, crack, always makes you go ah. All right, they're getting close enough they can start doing magical crits as I get too low and then instantly be dead. So we gotta take the hit on our lay of hands and use it. Let's go to our recovery mode. Both our endurance and our mana is somewhat low, lower than where I'd like it to be. So we'll be killing this one a little bit slower than normal because we're in balanced stance and recovery invocation. So life stuff. If y'all haven't already gone over to Faron's Big Adventure, Faron's Big Adventure. Search YouTube for Faron's Big Adventure. That is my vlog. What the hell happened there? What the heck? That was weird. I locked up for half a second. Anyway, go to Faron's Big Adventure and subscribe over there. That's my personal vlog chronicling my move to the Philippines. So some news on that. I went yesterday, took all of my gaming systems, or almost all my gaming retro systems, and games that I don't want to keep. I've got a personal collection of about 15 that I'm keeping. I look over there because that's where my shelf of nerd shame is. And so that I'm keeping, and I'm taking my Nintendo Switch 2 and my Nintendo Switch with me to the Philippines, and I might take my PlayStation 5 with me to the Philippines. I might. I'm not going to take the Xbox, but the PlayStation 5 I might take. Point being, getting off track here, I finally went down, took that to a retro store that buys stuff, and here in the Metroplex, and totally assumed that they would screw me over because that's just what I figured, you know, would happen. They didn't. They gave me a very fair offer for everything I had. I ended up walking out of there with $1,680. Bittersweet. Sweet because I got some money. Obviously not going to go far with the move and getting married and all that, but it helps a little bit. And, you know, I can't take any of this stuff with me. It's just impossible to take it over there. Customs will extort me for a lot of fees. And if it makes it there, it probably would get stolen in the mail as it was. So just not feasible to take it, so I have to sell it. So it's sweet that it's sold and I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. Bitter because two fronts on that. The first one, it's all my stuff. That's, you know, air quotes, my stuff, and my stuff is gone now. Things that I've collected my whole life is gone now, and that sucks. The other side of that that's also bitter is you look at that, and that's your life collection of gaming and so forth, and it was only worth $1,680. The sweet part is I actually got $1,680, but the bitter part of that is it was only worth $1,680. It's a hard pill to swallow when you look at that and you go, man, your life's collection of stuff that means things to you wasn't even worth $2,000 in the end. It wasn't worth. It is what it is. I just have to accept it. But I am happy that I'm starting to finally sell some of my stuff. You know, getting ready for the move. There's a million things still to sell around the house, including the house. So, you know, there's a lot to do. What is this? I don't think it is that causing it. Every other level 44 plus spells is being focused down, even with Empower. Mana Ignition is plus 10 mana cost with Empower. So that's not much. You're right. That is odd. That is odd. So, speaking of the life stuff, I'll be making another video probably today, talking about that, and it'll be over on Farone's Big Adventure. So, if you would like to keep track of that, please head over to Farone's Big Adventure. Search YouTube. Farone's Big Adventure. It isn't hard. Farone's right there for your spelling. P-H-A-R-O-N-E. Farone's Big Adventure. And subscribe to me over there. It's taken a while to get going. We're over 300 subscribers at this point. But, you know, I appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't cheat. I don't pay for bots and stuff to come subscribe and follow my stuff and all that. So I am 100% dependent on you folks. It's all y'all. If I succeed on any one of my channels, it's because of y'all, not because of me. I didn't do it. I didn't buy it. It's not, I didn't, it's y'all. So if y'all want to go follow that, I would greatly appreciate it. You'd be my biggest fans. Let's heal before we go in here. Yeah, still waiting on the farm to sell. It is in a contract type thing where you have to wait X number of days for them to do due diligence on making sure that it will do everything that they need or whatever, and checking with different authorities and blah 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 blah. So there's a 99% chance that that's sold. Just got to wait until their due diligence period is up, which will be at the end of July. About the same time that this game goes live, I think. Pretty much the same day, I think. So that's still up in the air, which gives me a lot of anxiety. But it is what it is. After that sells, I gotta pay off the RV, pay off the tractor, then put both of those up for sale, which I highly expect to get more back out of the tractor than what I have to spend on the loan that I took out for it. So that'll be good. The RV I will lose money on. There's no doubt about that. All I can say about RVs, folks, is never buy one. They're not worth the money that you spend on it. If you're going to buy one, buy a used one, and buy a used one that's in very, very, very good condition. It will fall apart. RVs are not made of great quality parts. That's just how it is. Yep. Hey, the priest is up. But yeah, I will lose half of what I have to spend to pay it off whenever I sell the RV. It just is what it is. Back during the pandemic, everybody was buying them, and the RV market, you know, went through the roof, and they charged way more than they were worth. And the banks were more than willing to give you a 12 to 15 year loan on something they knew would not last 12 to 15 years. And yeah, tons of us now are upside down on RVs and no way of getting rid of them other than just to lose money on it. So that's where I am on that. Yep, my advice on that, never buy an RV. It's just like a boat. You buy it because you're rich and you have money to waste. That's the only reason you buy either of those items. Other than that, you're making a big life mistake. With that being said, if anybody wants to buy an RV, I have an RV for sale. Yeah, I know. Hypocrite! I do know one of the biggest pains of this whole thing with my you know, move to the Philippines and everything is I had a very expensive truck. I had a 2024 F250 because I needed it to pull my tractor and my RV and everything, and it was costing me $1,100 a month on the loan and costing me a ton every month on insurance. And So I had to get rid of it when I decided that I was resigning from my company. I had to. There was no question about it. That has been the biggest thorn in my side. You don't know how much you miss having your own vehicle until you don't have a vehicle. That has probably been the hardest part of this whole ordeal. I end up using my brother's vehicle, and I feel like an ass having to use it. But I have to use it to get to work and back. I tried doing the whole, you know, Uber or Lyft thing, and my God, was it expensive. It was going to cost me as much as a monthly payment on a car just to get to work and back for the month. And I was like, can't do it. Can't do it. Absolutely positively can't do it. Let's go back around here and see if we can soothe any of these in the other room. King is not up. There'll be one right over here in the corner that I cannot see. So after I soothe these, I'll run over there and go around the corner and try to kill that one. If I try to pull him, he will run out in the middle and pull everybody else. It's kind of a problem. So we'll try to kill him as quickly as possible. Then try to pick off one of the other ones that I've got soothed. Got it. Alright, let's pick this one off. See if we can get just one. I doubt it. They tend to slap each other on the shoulder as they go out. Hey, we got him. What do you know? What do you know, Joe? There's the ad. Always an ad. Always. Wouldn't be Everquest without the ad. May go make me another glass of coffee. By the way, I do have collectibles that they wouldn't buy that I'm going to be selling individually if anybody's interested. This is stuff that is very specialized that most people probably wouldn't spend money on. So I get it if nobody's interested in it. But if you go search for things like Star Wars Old Republic limited edition, what is that? Collector's edition, I mean. Dang it, I'm reading it wrong. Collector's edition. And Guild Wars 2 Collector's Edition. I have the big, huge boxes. I bought both of those as Collector's Editions back when those games came out. And they're opened. The stuff is in there. I'm sure I probably even wrote the account names and passwords in the books and all that kind of stuff. I don't give a two shits. I don't play those games anymore at all. If anybody wants them for the boxes and the statues that are in them, that's what's really, in my opinion, valuable for your nerd shelf. They are super cool. They are massive boxes. If anybody's interested in that, hit me up and just make me an offer. It doesn't have to be a ton. Make sure to cover shipping because, you know, shipping ain't free. Then I've got... Where did I put those? That's a problem. I've got a folder of some Magic the Gathering cards. They're not special in any form. I played Magic the Gathering for a short while. I've got a few cards that are in a binder. If anybody's interested in that, probably not even worth the shipping. I've also got, when Final Fantasy came out with their trading card game a long time ago, I did stuff that first year. I've got a binder with a few nice cards. I say few, it's a handful. And a box of what I had got, you know, it's what do they call it, the bulk and so on and so forth. If anybody's into that sort of thing, let me know. Cover shipping. That's mainly what I'm worried about, is just cover shipping. Then I've got all kinds of other crap. Don't know what I'm going to do with my board games. I probably will try to ship my board games over in a Blancaban box or something like that. I think they might make it, and they're not worth enough that I'd be worried if they didn't make it. Then all of the other things are bigger, bulkier items that I'll probably try to sell on Facebook Marketplace here locally. Then we start getting into the furniture and everything, which would go along those same lines. I don't know. My last day of work is August 3rd. So all of August I'm going to be hardcore trying to downsize stuff. And then whatever's left in September, trying to really downsize and probably taking things to, you know, the dump and so forth, and clearing things out. And then in October, most likely flying out to the Philippines for half a year to get married, find a place to live, and so on and so forth. And after that, coming back to put the house up for sale and everything. One of two things will happen 6 months after October. Either I'll be coming back to put the house up for sale, or I'll be coming back making videos about how I was totally wrong and oh my god, everything has gone bad. And yeah, you know, if you want to follow that adventure, Farone's Big Adventures. YouTube. Farone's Big Adventures. Why aren't you subscribed to it yet? I don't know. I don't know why you haven't subscribed. The Noble is up! By the way, if I haven't mentioned in the past 5 minutes, head over to EverquestLegends.com. Pre-order the game right now for $19.99, and you can get into this beta right now by doing that. And you can also save your character name in case somebody just really feels like they need to take your, like, John's Poopy Doopy character name, you know, for whatever stupid reason from you. What did he drop? What is this crap? Petrified Uridat Heart Amulet. It's not what I wanted. We'll take it, but it's not what I wanted. I've always, you know, it's always amazed me that people will go and try to steal people's character names on new TLP servers. And it's usually like, it's like, why? Just, why? Why is it that important to you to troll somebody by taking their name and making them use a different name? Why is that? That's so stupid. So petty and so stupid that people do that. Do I literally have a cloth cord in my inventory somewhere? Is it on pet? Where's this cloth cord at? I'm not wearing it because it was offering to update it. I don't see it anywhere. Am I blind? Do y'all see it? Huh. I don't see a cloth cord anywhere. Is it in storage? It's in storage. Why is that piece of junk in storage? A worn candle is in storage. What the hell? Okay. Yep, it's in storage. I don't even know why that stuff's in storage. That's hilarious, though. I just happened to see the blue arrow for merge, and I was like, what the hell is this? And that's exactly what it was. Let's go to recovery. Our mana is low. I always have mana issues, which is why when I looked at that permanent I saw I had available earlier, I was like, hell no, I'm not doing anything that's going to take even more mana away from my character. No. How about no? As Austin Powers said, how about no, no, that wasn't Austin Powers. It was in the Austin Powers movie. My bad. It was Dr. Evil. How about no? That's funny. It was in the storage thing. It was in the crap area. Oh, we're on evasive. Why the hell am I on evasive? That's why it's taken forever to kill that guy. The mob was not happy that I figured out I was screwing up. He's like, ah, dang it. He knows. He knows. I had a chance before, and then he changed himself to offensive stance. Arr. It's not the highest experience by any means here, but they die fast. They're respawning fast, and there's good equipment, which we didn't even take the time to look at. We gained this mithril breastplate +1. and we'll be updating that with some moats and stuff. But the idea is to replace the pristine studded leather tunic with it. But you know, there's some really good stats on that thing. It's hard to replace that. But obviously right off the bat we can put these in because we get tons of them. Oh, it's a +1. We can't put that in. We just thought we could. If we put that one in, it'll take it to tier 2. So it's already got more AC than this one, does it? No, it's one below it. I'm an idiot. What is this one here? Can't remember. Nope. That was the 2, wasn't it? Let me move that over here. We could use this. Let's, you know, why not? Why not? That puts us at 22 with 38 hit points plus agility. The only thing we're doing is we're losing a little strength. Yeah, okay, the agility is more. And some dexterity. I like looking like I'm wearing plate. I mean, let's be honest, it's Fashion Quest. So we're going with the plate look. Sue me, but that's what we're doing. Alright, no champion again. Let me get around this way so they all have to go through my defenses. Hopefully, they're trying to spread out, trying to make it. Let's go over here, see if we can get them to all be on defenses. There we are. They all lined up appropriately this time. Do like being able to do a big AoE spell once in a while on a group of mobs. It's just nice. I wish they had faster casting on that. And I could get that if I used, which one is it? Inversion? Yeah, I could get a much faster casting by using inversion, but I'm not too concerned that I have to do that. King is not up yet. Priest did not spawn. I don't have to be cautious and use Soothe or anything. I just do it out of habit. It's the way I play. It's one of the reasons that I liked Paladin. I like an organized, you know, play style. I like to control the flow, so to speak. I'll take care of the stuffs in the storage tab, by the way, the next time I'm back at a bank. I believe you have to be at a bank to access any of that stuff. It's what was the Dragon's Hoard, I think. If I'm understanding it correctly, I think they renamed it to just storage. I've never been too knowledgeable of the Dragon's Hoard. I never used it in Everquest. Came a little later in the Everquest history than when I was really hardcore into the game. And there towards the end I was just doing TLP, so we didn't really use it in the first place. You can manage from anywhere. Okay, so that's not the Dragon Horde thing. Okay. Some things are the same with slightly different names in Everquest Legends. I could be using my big two-handed weapon for the big hits, upwards of 200 points on some of my swings. But I really like the fast action swinging animation of dual wielding. It's always just been something that I liked. So it's kind of why I'm going that route. King did not spawn. I thought we had gotten an extra there that shouldn't have been there. It must have jumped from over here on this platform. As odd as that is. Because, yeah, we fought 4 mobs in the priest room and there should have only been 3. Don't you die! He's a stunner. He actually just interrupted me. I don't think he's stunned. The point is, he interrupted me. Not permitted. It would be nice if I had a snare proc on one of my weapons, though, so I wouldn't have to cast the snare. But I understand that I don't. I can live with it, without it, I mean. By the way, to my fiance, Anna V, if you're watching, Palanga Koi Kao Guapa. Nahid Cosa Emo. I miss you very, very, very much. For anybody that doesn't know, that is Hiligaynon. It's one of the Philippine languages. And considering the time is probably after midnight over there, probably asleep. So, Mayang Gabi, good night. Everybody use lay of hands here. Try to get as much out of this as possible before we do it. And 473. Yep, it's time. There we are. I can see we are missing a buff as well. A buff or two. So we'll go ahead and rebuff after this kill. Yes, you saw that correctly. I wasted a mend on about 10% health. It's habit. I can't help it. It's habit. Let's load up our buffs. Go back to our main set and continue on. Go check Noble again. I was trying to see if I could shoot by at lightning speed, hit the one tick where they're not watching, but nope, didn't work. It's like if they blink and you run through as they're blinking, they're like, did you see something? No, man, I didn't see anything. Are you sure? Because I could have sworn I saw something. Nope, nope, you're just seeing things again, buddy. You need to lay off the drugs. Like, alright, alright. No Noble. Let's try something. Let's go with inversion. And we'll go with evasive. And let's try to do AoE just for the fun of it. So see how fast that went. But it puts most of the time on the global recast time instead of on the casting of the spell. Nice. Nice. Had two big AoE nukes. I could be alternating between the two of them. That would be even nicer. Oh my god, that is so cool. Alright, let's switch back over to Spellblade. Offensive, and he's dead. He's dead. Didn't have to use snare. I wanted to test it on him because he didn't have sew up. I don't think I have to use it on every single mob. I mean, I know I don't if there's multiples, but on the last one you're fighting, sometimes you need to. Okay, we're going to do what we did just a moment ago. Evasive, inversion. Let's do some AoE on this group. Let's choose a different one for the next one that we cast. Oh, he's healing himself up. That's not good. That's never a good thing. Here we are. Come on, hurry up. The recast timer's killing me. Come on, there it is. Oh man, that is so cool. I probably should be doing roundhouse kick as well when I'm doing that, so I can get the AoE from the roundhouse. Let's go to recovery, get our mana back, and we are out of endurance, so we go to balance to get our endurance back. It's going to be a hell of a fight at this point. I just wanted to see if I could nuke them down with the AoE, and that is just so cool. I almost pulled that off. If it wasn't for the healing mob in the group, that probably would have gone a lot better than it did. Let me see if I got enough to be able to do this again. We do. Oh, they actually managed to stun me. Yes! That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Alright, let's go to recovery mode. And our endurance is looking good. We'll go to offensive stance. Nothing of any use there. Don't see the king up. Priest room is respawning, and the priest is not up. I think we pulled this guy. Somehow he jumped across. I don't know why it's doing this weird jump across things. It shouldn't be doing that, but it's happening. I mean, they will jump across, but the fact that it's like only one is jumping across and not pulling everything else is what I don't understand how that's happening. But I keep magically getting one from another room. I could be wrong, but I don't remember that happening back in the day. And I've camped this area many times. It's one of my favorites. Here's an AA. We are up to 5 AAs. We can now get our quick buff. So we will go ahead and take that. And we will create a hotkey for it. We'll put that right over here. If you don't mind, you can just die and we can move on. That would be so great. Just saying. Let's go and get some heals. We need to heal ourselves up just a tiny bit. We'll use Divine when we're doing that so we get some bonuses. Divine Invocation. It's quite divine. Alright, we're good. No king. king should be right there, so it may not have spawned yet. I don't think he had jumped across the mob that was there. I just don't think he spawned yet. So if he spawns while we're over here fighting this other one, that's going to cause an issue. And he did. He's right there. Go ahead and soothe him. Oh, he's too high level for me to soothe him. We're going to try something. The other two are soothed. Yeah! We only got one extra mob. It was one of the ones that wasn't soothed in the room. So that worked out very well. Let's see if we can nuke him down using Ice Shock. Of course, he is doing a great job of stunning and interrupting me. We do have our mend and our lay hands up though, so holy shit, dude, can you let me have one shot? It literally has managed to interrupt every single cast I've done. Every single one without fail. That's our first cast we got to go through. Another interrupt. He is a absolute interrupter. We use our mend. We did not get a phenomenal mend, unfortunately. Man, what a tough mob. He is yellow to me though, so there is that. Alright, we got him. We got the Mithril Bracer, I believe that's what that is. So that's very nice. He avoided our snare. Yep, Ruined Mithril Bracer. That's got a Reagent Conservation 3. Not super into, you know, it's like, do I need it? Nah, not really. But yeah, we want to take the Bracer. And then the rest of it is junk. Elvis has entered the room, everybody. Elvis would like treats. If you don't know, Elvis is my big Maine Coon cat. He does not care about streams. When it's time for treats, he needs treats and he needs them right then. Right freaking then. Let me go ahead and feign death here, and we will check these to make sure we're feigned. We are feigned. Let me get the cat some treats, or he will keep attacking until he gets them. If you don't know, Maine Coons are quite large. It's like one of the biggest domesticated cats, and they got big claws. No, they're super sweet. They don't hurt anybody, but they are massive. Come here, baby boy. Come here. Come here. Let's show everybody my baby. Hello, baby boy. I love you. Yes, you are. You're the sweetest gentle giant in the whole wide world. Yes, you are. Hello, everybody. I'm a big gentle giant. They call me a Maine Coon. Yes, I love you too. Get your buddy out of my face. Let's get you a treat. Then I'm gonna go use the restroom and get me a drink. Who's the pretty boy? Are you the pretty boy? You are the pretty boy. This is his favorite thing in the whole wide world. Temptations. He lives off of these things. I have dry food for him all day long, every day. I have wet food for him. He eats that and all. But what he wants, what he always wants, is Temptations. Those are his. He lives for that crap. All right. I will be back momentarily. I'm going to go make some coffee and use the restroom. Y'all can watch him. He'll be gone from there a second after I leave the room. But, you know, y'all can watch him if you want. Hit subscribe for Elvis. I'm back. 1,200,001 of you hit subscribe while I was gone for Elvis, right? That's what happened. I'm sure of it. Absolutely, positively sure of it. All right. Let's jump up and kill some stuff. No champion. It's all good. Got me a whole new thing of coffee. That is fully charged. We don't have to charge it anymore. What the heck is that noise? Oh, you're playing with the bag. Okay. I was trying to figure out what Elvis was doing back there. He was making noise behind me. What is our arms? These things. Definitely not going to be better. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to compare them, that's all. Priest is not up. King is not up. Just so they don't jump across while I'm fighting. That's why I'm doing this. It's totally unnecessary. I'm just doing it for the hell of it. Alright, there we are. We can go. We can go ahead and fight now. Come on, around the corner. Thank you. Our AAs are at 0. Haven't really come up with what I'm going to get next. And we got our ad. There it is, out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere, because I've soothed everything over there. There's nothing up to my right over here. Where the hell did this shaman come from? That's what I'd like to know. Magical shaman. From the void. Would you hit him? There you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate you actually doing the hitting thing. That's great. I know I haven't mentioned this in like 5 minutes or so, so head over to Everquestlegends.com. Pre-order the game right now for $19.99. You can get into the pre-order beta. The beta I am playing right this very second by going over there and buying it right now for $19.99. And then at the end of the month, you can be in the actual game that will start. And you can reserve your character name right now. Right flipping now. So nobody can take your Ploofy Flu Flu 101 or something like that. It'll be yours. You can be Ploofy Foo Foo and nobody can take it from you. Because that's important. Names are important. Mine's already gotten for Ferone. Already claimed it. Because I know all of you out there just dying to snipe Ferone because that's such an awesome name. I've been Ferone for 2+ decades, so yeah, it's kind of a thing. But yeah. Yep. Yippity yep. Yippity yep. I'm thinking about changing my format of how I stream. I'm thinking about it. Not sure I want to do it. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about just doing my streaming, my live streaming, and I'll do whatever game I want to do for X number of minutes or hours, and then switch to another game and keep doing that. Then in Twitch, when I'm done, hit the publish button, and then from there I can do highlight. From the highlight, I can cut those up, and I can move those over to, like, say, YouTube, so that it has the individual videos and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about doing that. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? That would mean, if I did that, that YouTube wouldn't be live. Is that something that you would hate? Are y'all YouTube viewers or are y'all Twitch viewers? I tend to have live is usually mainly Twitch viewers, as opposed to YouTube viewers. YouTube usually watches throughout the week, but there are a number of YouTube live viewers. So it's not out of the norm. But it does allow me, doing that does allow me to do things like my console gaming. If I want to throw in a session while I'm doing my live stream of like an hour or two of doing a console game, I can do that. Because it's not streaming directly to YouTube live, it's just doing it to Twitch. So when I cut it up via highlights, I can download that video and upload it specifically to my Ferone Plays Console Games YouTube channel. And it doesn't cause an issue. Because there's a weird thing with YouTube, and I've never understood this, but it's a thing with YouTube. Even though I have multiple channels on one account, if I put the video on one of those channels and then for whatever reason go, oh, yeah, that shouldn't be there, it should be over on this other channel, it complains. There's some sort of rules against that. It's like, you put it on this channel, it can't go to that channel. And it's like, yeah, but that's console related. I don't really want it over on Ferone. I want it on Ferone's console games. And they're like, no, you must keep it here. This is where you put it. So if I'm doing the live streaming to there, I have trouble trying to get the same video to its proper channel, which would be the console channel. If I do it on Twitch and download the clip, I can put that directly on the Ferone Plays Console Games channel. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Dan says, yeah, I don't use Twitch, just YouTube. So you suck, Ferone. You suck. And I'm like, sorry, Dan. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make your life horrible. It's not. I apologize for that. Don't beat me up, Dan. Is that like what is that? Lieutenant Dan? Lieutenant Dan. I don't know. Maybe certain live streams are to both multicasting, and then other ones are just to Twitch that I can cut up. That's a possibility. I don't know. I'm just throwing these things out there. I'm just spitballing, trying to think of ways to do things. I do like playing my other games, console games, and so on and so forth. Just reality Twitch ads make it horrible. I understand that. Oh, you're a paid YouTube. Okay, I don't do that. I thought about doing that, and I thought the price was insanely high, to be honest with you. That's why I didn't pay for YouTube. Was it called YouTube Prime or whatever? I thought it was a little bit too expensive. I got too many subscriptions already as it is. Everything in the world is a subscription. I'm surprised that God doesn't have a subscription on breathing air. I'm really, at this point, just surprised about that, because everything in life seems to have a subscription. And at a certain point, you got to draw a line and say, that's it. No more subscriptions. I'm done. I'm done. I'm signing out of the subscription world. I'm done. So I never did the YouTube one. But I can understand if you've done that. We use our lay of hands here. The other side of that is if you were to subscribe, what is it? Yeah, subscribe on Twitch, you wouldn't get any of the Twitch ones, but I understand. Yeah, completed World Warrens 3. We have killed enough kobolds that we now have a Bane against them. What is it called? Yeah, Bane Strike, that's it. So we'll get extra damage against kobolds now. That's nice. Use YouTube, other streaming crap I don't use. I have Paramount, but it sucks other than being able to watch UFC events. I liked Paramount, and I hate that I don't have it anymore. But again, just too many of them. I think that's the one I was watching Landman on, which is such a good series. Oh my god, it's a good series. That's what pisses me off. All of these subscriptions have one series that's worth watching. One. They do it on purpose. I swear to God, it's on purpose. So therefore, if you want to see all the series that are good, you have to be subscribed to every freaking service out there, and it just irritates the hell out of me. Yeah, it's like you'll be shit, good series, shit, good series, and it's always the good series is one on this service, one on this service, one on this service, one on this. It's like, we got rid of cable so that we could specifically subscribe to services and stuff, right? That's how the whole world went. And then they made it to where that there's a gazillion different services, and every service has one series that you want to watch. So you end up spending more on all your services than you spent on cable in the first place. And it's like, just freaking hell. It's what is going on in this world? It's not getting better, it's getting worse, damn it. So, you know what y'all should do, though? Y'all should all just subscribe to me. Because on YouTube, that's free. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to me. It does on Twitch. But hey, you don't have to watch advertisements, so there's that. Unlike how they did us on all the subscription stuff back in the day, where they told us, if you pay for this, then we don't have to show advertisements. So that's why we're charging you for Netflix and so on and so forth. Then after a while, they're like, well, actually, we're going to put a couple in, but you're still getting less than if you watched cable TV. Then they went to, well, it's costing us so much for all these movies and stuff, so we're going to have two tiers, and you'll have this tier that has commercials, and this tier is a little more expensive, but it doesn't have commercials. Then they went to, well, actually, you know, the one that doesn't have commercials, you know, we're spending so much on these movies that we're actually going to have you watch at least a couple commercials during it. And it's just one little thing after another. Just give a little bit more, give a little bit more, a little more, 1 inch here, 1 inch there, until eventually you're back to paying freaking almost cable prices, and you've got full-time commercials. Makes your head want to explode. Just really want your head. Yep. $25 a month now we pay for Netflix. They call it $24.99, so you don't catch on to it. $25 a month we pay for Netflix. I'll be alright. I'll be alright. I'll be alright. I'll be alright. That's why when people say, well, $19.99 for Everquest Legends, and then, you know, whenever the subscription kicks in, $9.99 a month. I don't know if I can do that. That's so much money. And I'm like, really? With all the subscriptions you're paying, you can't pay $10 a month for something that you'll literally play like 200 hours a month or something like that? This is probably the cheapest of all the subscriptions you can, for value. This is the cheapest. And people that throw a fit on that just make me want to scream. But they're the same people that'll pay, you know, for 10 different services so they can watch a good show on one station and a good show on another station across 10 stations. They're the same people that complain about spending $9 a month on a game that they're going to play 200, 300 hours in a month. I digress. Probably made 50,000 people say piss on you for owning and sign off just then, but you know what? Sometimes the truth hurts. I pay for Lord of the Rings Online on a yearly basis because it's cheaper that way. Although they did up their prices recently, which bothered me, but you know, it is what it is. I think they went up $10 or something like that. Wasn't a ton. But I play Lord of the Rings Online so much, it's incredible. The value I get out of what I'm actually paying for is pretty insane when you get right down to it. Don't tell them that. They'll want to up the prices again. We're not going to tell them. Could they price me out of it? Yeah, they could. Right now they haven't. It's still a very good value. It's an adequate value. It's not like a deal value. It's an adequate value. You're getting what you're paying for is what I'm trying to say. Whenever I pay $25 a month for Netflix and I see like one series on there in the month that I actually want to watch, yeah, that's not adequate charging. That's very not adequate. That's the opposite of adequate. That is getting screwed is what that is. Which is why I won't miss it when I move to the Philippines and the Netflix version of there is like $1.50 a month. Yeah. Yeah, if you didn't know that, the worldwide, all these worldwide corporations and stuff, they charge differently depending on where you live. Same services, but they charge according to what your area can, air quotes, afford. I don't find $25 a month for Netflix to be affordable. I'm just being honest. I think it's overcharged, way overcharged. I think Netflix should be $9.99 a month, period. Anything more than that is too much. Too much for Netflix. I was paying almost $100 a month for Hulu till I finally said, that's it, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're out of here. Then I found out that my phone service, my cell phone service, gave me free Hulu. It wasn't the version that we had, but at least it was a Hulu, you know, and so we switched to that. Which, my God, what a pain in the butt that was switching. The website that you go into on Hulu kept acting like it wouldn't work and would take you to the wrong spots and so forth. I guarantee you, as a programmer in the internet industry for three decades, I guarantee you they aren't that bad of programmers. It's on purpose. When you go to a site to do cancellation or changing, you know, to a lower grade or whatever, and you find that it's super hard to actually do it, that's intended. That is programmed that way on purpose to try to get you to end up going, oh, never mind, I'll just keep it. That it's on purpose. Do not let them fool you into, oh, we just have bad programmers. Bullshit. It's on purpose. Multiple times I tried to switch my Hulu from our paid version to our what the cell phone company had for us, and it kept on throwing errors. For multiple days it was throwing errors. And finally I was just like, I went to the cancellation. I was like, that's it. You won't let me change to the one that my cell phone company's paying for? We're done. I cancel it. And until it finally canceled, it didn't let me switch it to the cell phone company's version. I had to literally be not giving them money at all to be able to switch it to what I rightfully was paying for through my cell phone company. You cannot tell me that that was just, oopsie, we got bugs in the code, oopsie. No. No. No, sir. It isn't that hard. Programming is not that hard. That was intentional. Well, back when we got rid of our cable, our actual physical cable, many years ago, and we kept it for a lot of years, well beyond where everybody else had gone away from cable and was just using services through their internet. We had kept it a long time just because we were lazy, and it was, you know, it was one of those things where that it just works, so we just kept it. And one day I was like, you know what? I'm tired of spending over $200. I think it was close to $250 a month. I'm tired of it. I'm calling up to get this taken care of. And literally, I'm talking to the support guy. It's a really awesome dude. And telling him about, you know, I was like, yeah, this is just way too much. You know, it's got to go. And, you know, what can we do to just take that off of our service, you know, so we can just have internet? And he was like, well, we can't, our policy is we can't just have you, you know, switch to just internet. and so forth and all. And then he was like hinting, and finally he just flat out told me. He said, look, here's the thing. They won't let me tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this. He said, if you just threaten to cancel, I can get you over to cancellations. Cancellations can offer you a package where they take the cable off, and it's just your internet. And he said the thing is that most people, the vast majority of people at that time, this was like 4 or 5 years ago, don't have cable internet. It's literally just set up to keep getting money out of the elderly that don't know better than to call in and cancel it. And so they have a policy where they can't, on the phone talking to you in support, take off the cable and just leave the internet service. They can't do it. It's against their policy. But if you get over to cancellations can offer to take the cable off and leave just the internet. It's a scam. It's a scam. Scam set up by big mega corporation. Not going to say their name. They don't deserve anybody to know their name. But yeah, that's how it was. And whenever the guy came out to physically take the boxes, or not boxes away, to set up our router, because we even got better service when we went just internet. We were using crappy service all that time, even though it was on fiber optic. It was their worst version of it. So they got that all set up. So they came out to give us a better router and everything, check our modem and all that kind of stuff. And the guy that was talking to us, you know, the installer guy, I told him, said, here's the DVRs, you know, you need to take those, right? And he's like, no, you can recycle those, you can throw them in the trash or whatever, we don't take those. I was like, they charged us every month for those DVRs. Every one of those DVRs they charged us for. And he's like, yeah, no. He said it's horrible, but it's basically just a system set up so that those that don't know better keep paying for it. And it's basically set up to take advantage of the elderly. They said, really, we don't take those back. They're worth nothing. So just recycle or throw it in the trash, whatever you want. Like I said, I'm not going to say their name because they don't deserve for anybody to hear their name. They're worthless. But we're talking one of the biggest carriers out there. One of the biggest. It's corporate world, folks. Corporate world is not good. They're bad. They're evil. That's how we got rid of our cable. Is to find out we have been getting screwed for years. And the poor people that work there, their policy is they're not allowed to tell people these things, and some of them just get tired of it, and eventually they let you know. You know? So, yeah, it's horrible. It's the same thing when you look at like the recent situation with the PlayStation, where they announced that they're going to get rid of all physical disc. You know, it's capital greed is all it is 100% greed based. It has nothing to do with the consumer or what's right for the world. It's greed. And you know what? It made stockholders happy for a day. They pumped the price up on Sony. And unfortunately, they're right. The anger and discussions about it will fade over time, and they'll get away with it, taking a complete shit on their customers. They'll get away with it, just like they've done since the beginning of time. Nothing up over there. Oh, here's a guy. He's mad at us. He's mad at us. Probably a corporate kobold. How did we get on this subject? YouTube versus Twitch. That's how we got on the subject. I remember now. We need to switch to recovery and invocation. We have 0 mana. Like, almost 0. Our buffs are starting to go down. Not completely, but they are starting to go down. So we will use our new quick buff button. Let's bring up all of our buffs, and we're going to test this out. We'll hit quick buff, and bam! All of our buffs are up. Isn't that freaking awesome? Why did it cast Soothe on me? Use that as one of the buffs? What? What? That's kind of funny. I soothed myself. I am quite soothed now. I am rather soothed. Holy crap, that is crazy. The king did not spawn. Target unfortunately spawned again. We're going to do something. We're going to do something. Let's bring up our soothe spell and let's upgrade it. Our reuse is at 3 seconds. That's not terrible. Soothe works weird. It's a beneficial spell at its base. That's interesting. Ah, good. Now our soothe is refreshing fast enough that it's a lot better. A lot. I pulled the wrong one, but you know what? It worked anyway. By the way, we did hit 42 there while I was babbling. Babble. We still got soothe on him. Let's pull target. I love how instead of running straight for me, he goes across the room, ping pongs across, and comes around. Literally designed pathing so that if the others were up, it would grab them on his way out, even though I had them soothed. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Thank you very much, Dan. Greatly appreciate that. I'm working my Shaman Necromancer Wizard from 40 to 46 today. Got Monk, Cleric, Rogue done yesterday. Very cool. Very cool. Sounds like you are killing it over there. I'm killing light blue mobs and barely getting experience because that's the way I rock. Just going after some gear while I'm killing, honestly. It's nice and easy, you know. Nothing difficult about this at all. I'll need to head back to Lower Guck, head to Live Side, see if I can get me a Mithril two-handed sword from the King area. Although I'm enjoying the dual wielding so much that I may not even care about it. I mean, we have, what, 3 weeks? 2 or 3 weeks left until the beta server goes down. Did the camp in the bugs and Soul B to start yesterday. XP wasn't terrible for light blues and blues. Yeah, it's not bad. They die quick is one of the nice things. They die fast and they spawn quick, so it's actually kind of nice. God, I hate that. Really long cast spell, and they managed to interrupt at the last second. It's always been one of my pet peeves. Just as an example of the speed of killing, we'll switch out our dual wield set for our two-handed. I think this is it. Yep. Let that roll for a little while. Not good when you see a hit for 4 points. That should be illegal. The system shouldn't allow you to have a hit for 4 points. There's a 200 and a 100. Another 200. I mean, it's got some big hits whenever it does land. The problem is sometimes those long lulls before you get a big hit, it would actually be more beneficial because they're hitting with the dual wield. Bap, 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 bap. So it's hard to say, honestly, one way or the other, which is better. Yep, no Noble. Noble is snubbing us right now. They're doing a lot of damage. That was 4 misses on my side in a row. That's enough to make you mad. When you see that many misses in a row and you got offensive stance rolling that literally says your chance to hit is increased by 25%. Come on, seriously? Seriously? 4 misses in a row? At level 42? Against light blue mobs? No, that needs to be adjusted. That needs to be adjusted greatly. You should rarely see a miss. It should almost be impossible to get a miss on a light blue that you're fighting at this level. That's absolutely horrible to see misses on there. But that's just my opinion. This is why I want a built-in DPS meter in the game. Because I'd love to see what the actual miss percentage is. Because I'm seeing quite a few misses, but I'd love to see statistically what it actually is. You know what we haven't seen the whole time we've been here camping? We haven't seen the champion show up even once. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't really drop anything that I care about. But I haven't seen him at all. Not one single visit from the champion. We've seen the king one time and we've seen the priest one time. But nothing from the champion. I really feel like they should adjust the rare spawn rate in the game, considering that the other not rare but uber named mobs spawn every single time. So it would be nice if ordinary rares that actually have placeholders would spawn a lot more often to coincide with the never rare name mobs that they've put into Befallen Blackburrow and Najina. I'm not saying make it always, but up the rate. Maybe 30% of the time or something like that. Just it seems a little it feels bad, let's put it that way, that you have to camp forever certain mobs, and when you go to the revamped zones, the named mobs are always up. Because you don't want to, in this game, you don't want to hit a named mob one time. You want to hit it multiple times, over and over and over and over, so that you can get the rare items that you want over and over and over and over, so that you can merge them to get better stuff. If it was like old Everquest where you just need to get the item one time and that's it, then the rarity makes more sense. Here, you need that repetition of those rares. You need a lot of repetition. That's why I hold on to the higher level moats, so that whenever I do finally get the rare that I'm trying to camp, and they do happen to actually drop the rare item on that rare spawn when he spawns and I kill him, then I can use my moats to get it a little bit higher, because the likelihood of me getting that same rare to spawn and drop the rare item that I need is pretty phenomenal. And thinking about that, you know, at a certain point you need like 1,024 of them to go from a particular rank, you know, tier to another tier. It starts off low. First one's like 1, second one's 2, 4, so on and so forth. It ramps up quickly, folks. So it makes it to where that it is absolutely, statistically impossible to get to a certain number of tier on a super rare mob with a super rare drop from that super rare mob. It could literally take you a lifetime to get it. Yeah, it's fine. If that's what they're going after, that's fine. I'm not arguing with that. They can design the game however they want. But I think that it would be better if some of these rares would spawn more often, considerably more often, to go along with the design of the tiering up gear. You kind of need it. These are just critiques. Nothing against Game John. They're fantastic. I've loved everything that they've done so far in Everquest Legends. I'm just saying these are critiques of what I would suggest after playing through both the closed beta and the pre-order beta. D4 is worth it for farming gear and moats. I bet you it is. I suck at D4. If I'm in a group, yes. Soloing it, I'm not good on D4. Now, maybe that would be different if I was doing a zone that's much lower level than me. Yeah, maybe that would be the case for D4. But if I'm doing one that's close to my level, D4 kicks my ass. Just is what it is. There's the placeholder from King. So no King this time. Let's go back to recovery. Our mana is just not coming back, no matter what we do. Good when things go light blue to green. Yeah. Where are we at, by the way? We got 1 AA. I don't know what I should get next, to be honest with you. Not really sure. He tried to hit me with the root just as he was dying. That's like an FU move, honestly, by the mob. It's like, I'm dying, so I'm going to make your life miserable for a minute after I'm dead. They do that a lot in Lower Guck. The goblins. They do FU moves at the end of their lifespan. I can't remember, do I have a proc on this? I do have Yakesha on it. Which I've yet to figure out where I can see Yakesha actually proccing. I never see wording anywhere that says that it procs. I always see my procs like smiting strike, ice shock from the spellblade and stuff like that, but I never see anything that says that the weapon proc has gone off. I don't know what chat filter that's on, if it's on one of them. Look at that. 2 hits in a row for 1 point. That should be outlawed. Secrets, can we change that? That should be outlawed. The game should not be allowed to say that you hit the mob for 1 point, and then to say that you double attack so you hit it for 1 point and 1 point. That is a slap in the face. What that is. That's horrible. Oh man. At least we got an exceptional mend right then. So that was cool. I actually want I want an audio trigger for the exceptional mend. What does it say for exceptional? Where's that at? Oh, it's down here. It's the next one down. It says you magically mend your wounds and heal considerable damage. Okay, considerable damage. Let me bring up my audio triggers. We'll put in you magically mend your wounds and heal considerable damage. And we'll make that sound be, nope, that sound. We're going to do that. Create. There we are. So now when we get a exceptional mend, we'll know that we got an exceptional mend. Just for the funsies of it. Ooh, you got your gold bane at +4 in D4. That's really nice. I haven't gone and camped that yet. Do they have a message for you were interrupted? Let me try something. Sure they do. I just need to figure out what the wording is for it. So I'm going to try doing some nuking until I find it. And while I'm trying to find that, it's not going to do it. So maybe that's what I should always do, is try to find it. Well, I'm literally not getting an interruption now. It's like the game knows I'm looking for the wording, so it's going to make sure not to do it. There it is. Your so-and-so spell is interrupted. So I'd have to know the name of the spell. Otherwise, spell is interrupted could be worked with anything where, you know, anybody around me, a spell is interrupted. I wonder, unless I don't have other spells coming up, like other people's spells, then it wouldn't be a problem. We're out of endurance. What is going on? We were having 0 issues with endurance and mana earlier. Now all of a sudden we're like constantly out. Seems inconsistent. I don't know if that's a bug or what that is. But it feels like the longer I play, the more I have issues with endurance and mana. Priest is up. Whew, sorry about that. Alright, all 3 of them spawn at the same time, so we'll get to fight all 3. Oh, crap. We need to be in an offensive stance or this isn't going to do any good with our 2-hander. We need big damage. We'll have to end up using lay of hands here momentarily. I'll keep an eye on my health. I know once I get down to below 30%, they start getting magical crits you need to watch for. Otherwise, you can go from, I'm fine, I got plenty of hit points, to, holy shit, what happened? I'm dead. It's always been an annoyance of mine in Everquest, not Everquest Legends, Everquest in general. Go ahead and lay of hands now. We did not get the item we were hoping to get. We got the shoulders instead. If you get a little downtime worth mixing in the end regen and mana regen recoveries, right? Carnal Pauldrons +2 for shoulders. Our shoulders currently are Gilded Cloth +3, which I've got a clicky and a focus in it. The focus is Spell Haste. This one is better AC. It's got mana on it. Dexterity for procs. Loses strength, loses a lot of agility. And I've got to level it up to be able to put focus and click exaltation even into it. We'll hold on to it for momentary, but I don't think it's that much of an improvement that I want to put that much effort into leveling it up. Because again, it's one of those items where I'm going to need the priest to spawn a whole lot and have the priest drop that item a whole lot so that I can level it up to where it actually needs to be. And as you saw, we've seen the priest 2 times the whole time we've been here. 2 times. He dropped the breastplate 1 time, and he dropped that thing the next time. Well, hello, Mr. Mob. Just runs right in beside me, like as if I don't even exist. He's up there to buff his buddies. He's literally showing up to buff. That's the only reason he's there. He's like, hey guys, here you go. Here's your buff, here's your buff, here's your buff, here's your buff. Y'all have a great day. I'm gonna go back out here and see if I can find that guy that I ran by just a moment ago. It's gonna take him a while to get back out here, isn't it? He's gonna take his sweet time. So we'll go fight this one instead. There he is. He came to save the day. Magically ran over here. Even though he was soothed, he just happened to know that he needed to run down here and help his buddy. I will say not having the pet AA that lets you reposition your pet behind mob is annoying. I didn't even know about that AA. That sounds like a fantastic AA. Can you not see him? Shoot an arrow, please. Thank you. Thank you. Targan shows up a lot. The name mobs don't show up much, but Targan, that dude lives here. He's like always showing up. Until, you know, when I actually need him for epic, then he won't show up. It's amazing, helps a lot playing a pet class. I can imagine it would be freaking awesome is what it would be. Going on 1 o'clock. Trying to think of what I want to make myself for lunch. Kind of leaning towards some ramen noodles of some form. At the same time, I could cook me a hamburger. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, we'll fight you here. Didn't see you back there. I was hoping to get this breastplate a few dozen times, at least more than once, to level it up, but it's showing up so rarely that I may end up leaving here to go somewhere for better experience the next time that I stream. That may be the case. It's just a little too much on the rare side, a little too rare. There's a little tartar. No, Noble. Noble hates me. One chest in like 3 to 4 hours yesterday. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I mean, it's typical EverQuest, but still a little rough. Mostly after the weapons. The weapon off the noble, or which weapons? Oh, there is the weapon off of the champion, the warrior weapon, and the one that looks like a shield, which is actually a piercing item. You know, for the longest back in the day, I thought that was a shield. It's not. It's a weapon that looks like a shield. Is that what you were looking for, or were you after some other weapons that I'm forgetting? You know what? Instead of wasting the mana, let's let him regen. Let's just let him regen. While we do that, I'm going to do something real quick on the internet. 3 weapons I think drop there. Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, because the champion drops 2 weapons. One looks like a shield. One is a sword. It's for warrior. And the noble drops the staff. That has the chaotic feedback on it as a proc, I believe. Ah, my nose is giving me trouble. Interesting. I could have sworn I had an icon for that. I'm getting hit. Didn't it know that I was doing something at the time? Oh, you know, that would work. The only thing it doesn't have is one other channel. Yeah, I'll fix that up and use it. I'll let y'all see what it is when I get done making it here. Making up a graphic. No champion. It's all good. No champion. We didn't want a champion. The hell with that. We didn't need no champion. We need no champions in here. Take care of this real quick in YouTube while I'm working on this. And I'll move this up to this other screen so I can watch to make sure I'm not dying, which is probably the case. Switch accounts to that one. Some healing going on here. Huh, that's odd. That's what I was looking for. There it is. Add that to it. Click publish. We got him, we're good. Let's see. Did the priest spawn? Nope, no priest. What we're going to do here is we're just going to shoot it. Come on. I said shoot it. And just kill it here. Whatever comes, comes. Works for me. Alright. View channel. There we are. How come it didn't show up? Refresh. This stupid thing. Sometimes I think that when you go in and you change settings in YouTube, it takes a while for it to actually take effect. So I just added something to my channels and it's not showing up here. Yeah, it's literally not showing up, which is screwing up what I'm trying to work on. Oops, not what I wanted to do. I was trying to, oh my God, can I hit the wrong button more times in a row? Please, more times. Yeah, I added it right there. That's weird. Oh. Click that. Go back out. Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys. Give me half a second. I'm still working this over. Oh, I hate that. Somebody's taking my name out there, too. There's a Ferone. Jackasses. There it is. Now I got what I'm wanting. Alright, let me do a screen capture and make an element out of this in Streamlabs. Save as. I know this is taking a moment and I do apologize for that, but it's important to me. Images. Okay, let me see if I can make that work. We will add a source, media, image, add source. It's a new source. Click add source again, browse to the file. Oh, good God. Where's it at? There it is. Click done. Then we'll move that down here somewhere. How about right there? Cool. So I can click on that to bring it up and show y'all. Alright, now back to what we were doing. Now back to our... fucking sake, there we are in the right thing now. Back to our previously scheduled program. That'll make it easier for me to tell y'all all of my channels that y'all can go check out, that you'll obviously, you know, go check out because you're awesome people and you're not just ignoring what I'm saying, you're actually doing it, because I love y'all for that. Y'all are so great. I'm being bad, being facetious. So yeah, let me try that out. I need to create a, you know what? Let me create a Steam Deck entry for that. Stream Deck entry for that. It'll be even better. Nope, remind me later. It always wants to update. Always. It never doesn't not want to update. Always wants to update. Don't I have the, well, that's annoying. I'll switch this one out then. Yeah. Let me go back. Delete. Thank you. We want a toggle is what we want. We want a scene. Put that right there. We'll talk that my channels. And then we will click on it and say, is that a... Oh no, that's not a scene, that's a source. Again, screwed up. Let's delete that again. You know, I am super bad at this stuff. Source, there we are. Channels. And we will choose EQL beta. And we will choose my channels. And we will hit the button. Yay! And we hit the button. Yay! 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 All right, that's set up. I can close out of that, and I can continue killing. We're just gonna kill them all. Let God sort it out. Anyway, no, we only got 2. That's a miracle. What the hell happened there? We only got 2. Yeah, so I can hit this button and say, "Hey guys, by the way, go to all my channels," and y'all can actually see them there. You know, the only bad part about that is I now see that that's got number of subscribers, and that's going to change over time. So that's bad. I need to fix that image now. Now the image is bad. Now that I see it, I screwed up. Yay me. Well, you know, he actually came without bringing Target, and that's a miracle. Does Target not hate me? Is that the case? Did I miss that? Have I been killing him for no reason? Are Target and I best friends? Interesting. I need to make a better thing than that deal that I clicked on. I need a better thing than that. But yes, those are all my channels right there. I'll make a better one after I get off the stream. Hey, there he comes. He's now hating me. It took him a moment to decide that he hated me. He needed to think about it for a while. Then he finally decided that yes, indeed, he does hate me. Wasn't sure for a while, but then he made up his mind. You know, as many times as it drops, because every time, we'll get it and just merge it for the fun of it to watch it go up. We won't use it, but we'll just merge it. I should have started collecting that book when I first got here, instead of collecting it right at the end of when I'm about to leave here. That was stupid, but you know, they don't exactly proclaim to be smart. It is what it is. Oh, there's something hitting me from behind. Of course, there's always something hitting me from behind. It wouldn't be normal in Everquest if there wasn't something sneaking up and hitting me from behind. cat fur there. Will the noble be up? Nope, he won't. Sometimes I just use my lay of hands as like a heal, because it comes back so fast that, you know, I really don't need to fret over using it so often. It's kind of the beauty of the Paladin. Smiting strike. No champion. God, I can't see the mobs. That drives me crazy. There we are, much better. They adjusted. Just as I got the screen exactly the way I wanted it, they adjusted. So I had to move. Now I got this wall over here that's annoying me, you know. No priest. Should be one spawning right here. So I would have thought there would have been. Hold it. It's just pulling. The others aren't up. We want to go ahead and pull him. What the heck? Make life easy. While I fight him slowly, I'll go ahead and be in recovery mode. So I got my recovery invocation and my balanced stance going, so I get endurance and mana back faster. No reason to rush on fighting him. The other guys aren't up yet. How's it going? I am level 42 at this point. Starting to spawn in the other room. king is up. Go ahead and pull him for anything else spawns. And finish this guy off. So we got a couple. Not bad. King is kind of a pain in the butt to kill. Helps to kill him if I hit the attack button, though. That does help. We need to switch to evasive. He's hitting me pretty fast and hard. And we'll go with spell invocation. And we'll try to nuke him down. We've got plenty of mana and plenty of endurance. Come on, finishing blow. There we are. Alright, drop the axe. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Use our mend. Let's see what we got here. So we get the Flesh Ripper +1. It's Warrior Shadow Knight Berserker. I can't use it, but it has Word of Shadow on it. And of course that's going to be linked to the weapon there. Whenever you take that AUG off, it's going to have those classes on it as well, so I'll still won't be able to use that AUG, I'm pretty sure. We're going to take it just for the hell of it. It's a heck of a lot easier way to pull that room once it's broke is by using your arrows like that. Go ahead and switch over to my fighting mode, which is basically offensive stance and spellblade invocation. We have 2 AAs right now. Double riposte might be nice. Alright, I'm thinking forget the noble. He's not spawning, he's not dropping what we want. We're just going to stick to here. shaman. I think this was right there. No, I'm wrong. Okay. So no champion this time. Excuse me. Alright, now we'll pull from the other rooms as they spawn. Min is not up, but it's about to be. Perfect. All right. Does that actually do something? Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know it did that. That was a big nuke right off the bat. And we'll do an upgrade on those. I see what it's doing. Oh, that works even better. That works so much better. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Trying to learn how to use GIMP. I've always used Adobe Photoshop, and I'm trying to learn to use free software rather than subscription-based software. So I'm trying to learn how to use GIMP right now. Probably not doing a great job of it. By probably, I mean I'm not doing a great job of it. That's what I'm concentrating on right now. While I'm doing this, is I'm also working in GIMP to do edit an image. That was just an ordinary cobalt, right? Yeah, it's just a bronze breastplate. I was like, hold it, did I just get the priest thing? No, I did not. Let me see here. Where's the colors? Man, this is similar but different. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Somebody yell at me if you see a mob spawn. I'm watching. I'm half watching. I'm sort of watching. Can I do that or a fill or anything? How do I? Oh, will that do it? Nope, that didn't do it. It's so much easier in Adobe Photoshop, but only easier because I know how to do it. No, but I want the crop tool. I want, nah. I'm going to have to end up watching videos on how to do this. Delete didn't do shit. Yep, I'm gonna have to watch YouTube videos. I've done multiple decades of nope, that didn't work. Of Adobe Photoshop, so getting used to a different program is daunting. What is this? Why wouldn't I be able to do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Hey, the champion actually showed up for once. Alright, so he dropped crappy paladins. And his Shield of the Slain Unicorn. It's warrior only. Basically, it's a piercing weapon that looks like a shield. We're just taking it. We're not going to use it. We have no reason to use it. We're not a warrior of any form. But we're taking it so we can watch it grow if he spawns again and we get it again. You know what I'm trying to say. Excuse me. Using selection tool, bucket fill recommended. Open your image and make sure you're on the correct layer in the layers panel. Choose the selection tool from the toolbox. Rectangle select will be fine. Shortcut R. Click and drag or click on areas and so on, so you'll see. Choose your color. Backfill, shift, backspace. It can't be that simple. It's what I thought I did. Shift, backspace. Nope, it didn't work. I am on that layer. I am absolutely on that layer. And I am clicking on this. I am oh, something spawned. Yeah, see, the priest didn't spawn. That's okay. So it says, hold shift to add to your selection. Control to subtract from your selection. What? No, that isn't not. That's not what I'm trying to do. This would be so easy in Photoshop. I did it. Shift backspace. That didn't do it. Alt backspace. How do I get it to fill with this freaking color? There. I did it. I did it my way. So once you do that, then you have to click in it to actually select it. Ah, okay. Okay. Watch out, world. I know how to use GIMP now. I'm dangerous. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. That's weird that it does it that way. There we are. That's it. That's all you had to do. That's weird. Server you're on? I am on the Sony EQ server. Kinos. I'm on the Kinos server. Yeah, that's what Kinos stood for. It's Sony EQ backwards. Everybody knows that. I don't know why I had to say that, but I just felt like I needed to say that. I'd heard a lot of the streamers were going to Runny Eye, but I'm not a person that follows the trend. I do whatever I want. And my brother and I talked about it, and we wanted to go on Kinos, so that's what we chose. Let's see something here. Now that I've got that saved, let's actually save this as... Give me half a second. Get this taken care of. Oops, wrong thing. And then we will export as a PNG file. Yes. Export. And export. And then we can go back over here and go to my channels thing, and I will edit it to change what file it's looking at. There we are. Hit done. Make it nice and big. And then let's hit the button and see if it works. Booyah! There it is. Woohoo! We did it! Score! I figured out GIMP. Yay! Those are my channels, everybody. If you haven't gonna subscribe to all my channels, those are all of my channels on YouTube. Obviously on Twitch, it's just one channel. Twitch.tv/Ferone. On YouTube, we have Ferone Plays Console Games, Ferone's Big Adventure, Ferone Plays Slots, and Art Ghost. And I don't have, that's weird, it doesn't have the main one, Ferone 1, the one that we're actually on right now, Ferone 1. I don't know why it doesn't. The point is, those are all my channels. Let's see here. Dan says, Ding41 running around live side of Guck. Figured do it now so I can repair live Frog Faction grinding XP and dead side later. Right. We're almost about to hit 43, but I am freaking starving. I'm tempted to go eat lunch. Tempted. Very tempted. But I do want to ding 43 before I do it. Yes, if I missed saying it, I did mean to say Gratstan. I don't know if I said that or not, but yes, Gratstan. Gratsky. Lieutenant Dan Gratsky. No champion this time. Got another AA. We're sitting on 3 AAs right now. The other thing we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and take double riposte. Or do I want destructive fury? How about finishing blow? It's good. It's good, but still, you have to get them down to 10% before it has a chance to do it. I mean, there's no reason not to. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Alright, interesting change to live side. There's some undead frogs in the mix to keep things interesting moving around. That's interesting. Currently playing Shaman Necro Wizard. Other build is Monk Cleric Rogue. It's all the ones from this room. We're just waiting for the next room to spawn. I may go throw some food on to cook while we camp this. We got one spawn. No king spawn. I still haven't done a mnemonic retention. Just haven't had a need for it in this build. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to go put some food on. Oh. you said something, I missed it. I just did. I was just wondering. All right. Come back in 10 minutes to see if it's boiling. What? What? You're staring at me. The cat was looking at me. He's like, "You got food with you? You got any of that food in there? You got any more of that food? I could use some of that food. You got some treats? I think it goes for some treats right about now. You got any of those treats in there? Oh, did I miss chat from Flock Night? How did I? I'm on multi-stream. How am I missing chat? Yeah, somehow I missed chat. Aren't all these characters gone in like 2 days? No, that's not true. Well, hold on. When does it end? Make sure that I have not remembered this incorrectly. Everquest Legends, home, pre-order beta. Where's the frequently asked questions? Ends on July 21st. Yeah, that's not 2 days from now. It's quite a ways off. Unless that's an old Twitch question. Maybe it's an old Twitch question. I don't know why it looks like it's a new Twitch question. Multi-stream doesn't always work fantastically. Oh, there it is. It's finally popping up. My God, why did it take so long? That was only 2 weeks for this, then time off before launch. Yeah. Okay, 2 weeks. That makes more sense. Yeah, it ends on the 21st is when this particular pre-order ends. And yeah, the July 28th is when it actually goes live. Holy crap, something just knocked the shit out of me. Almost pushed me into the lava. I mean, it looked like I was on ice skates or something. Yeah, yep, I am looking forward to live when I get my forever character. I got water boiling in the other room. I need to go check on here shortly. I need to go check on it sooner. I think I hear something going on in there. Alright, feign death, let me go take care of this. Got your food, boy. I got your food. Yes, I got your food. Let's go over here and put your food in your plate. There you go. It wasn't boiling yet. It's getting closer. Yeah, I've been playing it like it's real, but I did the same thing for a while on the closed beta as well. The others aren't up yet. That's my lunch in there. Let me know if you see it boiling. I've got a timer on it right now. Yeah, the gear they put in the revamped zones is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I do believe that most people will be going Blackburrow, Befallen, and Najena just because of the gear that they put in is going to necessitate taking those paths while you're leveling up. Now, some may not choose that. Some may choose to go a different path for optimal min-maxing your rate of experience gain, and then go back and farm the gear at those. That's a possibility. I tend to like to do it as I go, gaining the gear as I go. Right, as Dan said, if you're going to pet class, you can treat your gear as hand-me-downs to your pets. It's like your younger brother. Alright, I'll be in there in half a second. Alright, Ed, go throw food in. The noodles are on boiling now. I heard something about Gunk, but it is just rumor. I don't know it to be true at all. I would love to see a revamp of Split Paw, though. I think Split Paw is awesome. I'd like to see a revamp of all Old World dungeons. I think all of them are worthy of a revamp. There's our book upgrading. +2. Nothing. No priest. Alright, with the food boiling and everything, I'm going to have to take a break to eat my lunch. Get that all prepared and eat. So I'll be getting off of here. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Just like the gnome tells you, right up there. Hit the subscribe button. If you're ever on Twitch, hit the follow button. And if you just feel like it, you can hit the subscribe button there as well. It won't hurt my feelings. And be sure to go check out all my channels. Ferone Plays Console Games, where I play, of all things, console games. Ferone Plays Slots, where I play slot machines and lose money so you don't have to. Ferone's Big Adventure, which is my life vlog that's chronicling my adventures of resigning from my job, moving to the Philippines, marrying the love of my life, and living happily ever after. Hopefully. Go over and follow that. That's Ferone's Big Adventure. And then Art Ghost is my band. Search for Art Ghost. I do not think that you will be disappointed. I love Art Ghost. The music is absolutely amazing. Get that off the stream there. Enjoy your lunch. Thanks for the stream. Absolutely. We did kill it all. Imagine that. They all died. Okay, we'll hit mend. We'll run right over here. In fact, we'll run right down over here. So this will be our first mob we'll kill the next time we come in. And then we will get out of here. Remember that you should always pick the little guys and gals that you like out there on YouTube and Twitch and so forth, and follow them, subscribe to them. Not necessarily talking about myself. The people that y'all like the most that don't have millions of subscribers, follow and subscribe to those people. They deserve it. They're the ones working hard. The others, you know, like I said earlier in the stream, already found out that some people are cheating out there. Imagine that. million+ subscriber people cheating. I can't imagine that. So yeah, find the little people that you enjoy watching. Make sure to subscribe to them today. Give them a like. Leave them a comment. Actually help somebody out that you enjoy watching, not just the big people that already are making tons of money. Doesn't have to be me. Find somebody else that you enjoy. Until next time, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome, and I'm signing off. I'll talk to all of y'all later. Probably do a stream later this evening. Until then, this is From the Gnome, I'm signing off. Bye-bye! Woohoo!